guys, so it is Connie here and I have a super exciting video for you guys. So we are actually going to be setting up my traveler's notebook and we're going to be doing this as a walkthrough. So this is going to be one very long video, but I'm okay with that, I think. So we're going to get through this. I'm going to go through and show you guys all the supplies that I have, and then we'll kind of go from there. So let's start like moving things out of the way real quick, and then that way we can kind of get started with all of the good stuff. So this month's spread I am going to be doing is galaxy themed. The reason I am doing this as galaxy themed is because I got the 1407 like travel with 1407 planner kit. And in this kit, they did like a May theme, and because they did a May theme, I need to do a May, because they did like a galaxy theme in their May kit, I could not do it, I guess, in that way. Oh my gosh, all the stuff is like popping off, and this is like crazy. There's like mess everywhere. So, I wanted to kind of get through and show you guys like the gist or stuff that I've pulled and things that I might use and may not use. So, first things first, I did show you guys this kit walkthrough of everything with the travel with the 1407, and that is in the previous haul, so I will link that down below. The Foxy that we are going to be dressing up is the number 8 size, which is the closest or similar to an A5. Inside this I have a plain bullet journal. This is the Midori grid, and it has like manila folders. This is kind of like a quick jot of like what I do. It's very, very doodly. It's my bullet journal for every single day. Then inside this I have some inserts that I'm going to go over in a different video, and then I have 3 of these books in here, and these are I don't believe these are Midori ones, but these are also grid paper. I use this one for like my health and meal planning, which I need to fill out the rest of this week. And for this one is a goals and ideas book for my shop, which I am going to flip through that. And then this last one is a blank one that I just have here, and then I have some stickers in the center. So that is everything in my bullet journal. I do have the micron and the Pigma micron, I think that's how you say it, in a 0.5, I guess, tip. And then let's go ahead and put this out the way real quick. And this is also in the white stitching, and it is the wide. So there is that. And let's just set this off to the side. The next thing that I have is just a paper trimmer. This is the Recollections brand. It has the scoring as well as the cutting in it. It is very, very old. Like, you guys see like my rulers rubbed off? I've had that thing for years. Then I actually went into my very old subscription when I was doing like Project Life stuff, and I pulled out a bunch of stuff, bunch of their like subscription things that they gave us. So I'm gonna go through everything that I pulled out from those. And so this is pretty much everything. So I went ahead and pulled out, let me turn this off if I can. So I went ahead and let's show you guys. So this is just a transparent paper with a star on it. It is see-through, and I thought it would be cute to make a dashboard out of. So there's that. Then we have, I have just this vellum pocket. I was gonna attach it somewhere. I thought it would be kind of cute. So there's that. Then I have this sticker set, and this is like chipboard, so it's a lot thicker, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it. And obviously this is like super old because this is 2015 and 2016, which is the years that this was like for. But I thought and it says December, but I thought all the other things were really nice. They had like the stars kind of on it, and I thought it would just go with the colors in this. So there's that one. And from the same month I have a bunch of these Project Life cards, and these are the smaller sizes. I believe, I don't know what the exact size this is. Can this like measure it? It's like a 2.5 by 3 and something. So I don't know, that doesn't sound right, but okay, we're gonna go with it. And let's just quickly flip through these. So this one has like a foiling on it. It's black with gold foils, and then the other side is white with black stars. This one is orange-ish, yellow, mustard color, and it just has stars on it. This one says this evening and has a little bit of the, let's see if I can zoom you guys in, yeah. This one has a little bit of the star, like, constellation. And then on the back it says the same thing. Oops, sorry guys. And it says this evening on here. So I thought this would be cute to put like maybe a picture or something. Who knows? This one is adorable. This one says, you are my sun, my moon, and all of my stars. And I love this one. So this is definitely going to be in my book. This one's just a nice like blank first things first card. And then this one is super nice because this one has the moon on there and it has different like quotes. So this one says, live by the sun, love by the moon, and I love to listen to the stars. It's like 500 million little bells. Shine on, fly me to the moon, let me play along among the stars. I've loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night, and like a diamond in the sky. Which is perfect because the 1407 like kit, that's their like quote, like a diamond in the sky. So I thought this was just like amazing. So we definitely are going to try to use that. And oh my gosh, there's a mosquito and I just killed it. I knew something bit me. I got like a bug bite and I had no idea where it came from, and I just found it and I just killed it. So there's that. Then I also found these like transparent stars, and I'm going to use them in the shaker. I think they're going to be really cute. They're just gray and like blue. Then I pulled out some page flags. I just want to use this middle color, and I think I'm going to add a couple into the notebook. I also have a paper clip or binder clip. This one's in silver just to keep with the silver. I mean, I might be able to incorporate some gold in here as well. But I also have these like copper, well, they're more silver toned, like gray paper clips here. And then I have, let's see, washi, and we have the Simply Gilded washi here. I have that one with the constellations and this one with the half moons. So I thought these were like perfect for me to utilize this week. Then I have my 3 Foxy dashboards, which are like an absolute necessity to do this. So there's the 3, and they're in the number 8 again. I also have next to me, let's like move this kind of stuff like out the way. I have a ruler, and I threw like a bunch of different sizes of rulers. So I have this ruler, I have just a straight ruler, and then I also have a like one of those things that make like circles perfectly, because, which I guess I could use this too, because I didn't know if I wanted to make a shaker in the shape of a moon. I thought that would be like extra pretty, but we'll see how that goes because I don't know if I can actually like do it very well. Then I also have 2 size sheet protectors. I have these large ones from Project Life. They do have a bend in the center, but I think the width of these are smaller than what I needed from the bend point. Because like this is like the size of it. Yeah, so it definitely gives me like room to play. So we can see how I do this, and then just have like a fold in the center so it goes through. I don't know. Basically, I'm going to be making my own sleeve. So we're going to go through that, and that one's like humongous. So there's that one, and then I have just regular 8x11 pocket sheet protectors. I cannot talk today. Life is going to suck during this video. And also, guys, my AC is broken. I do have a fan next to me because it's like extremely hot, and then there's like lights. So if you guys can hear the humming in the background, I apologize. I also have some scissors, and then I have my fuse tool here that we're going to be using, and then I have like the ruler that came with the fuse tool, and then I have all the papers. So I already cut these papers to size to fit the dashboards. I already picked the colors that I wanted, and then I thought I was going to use these maybe to fill in maybe some of the shakers, and then I have the full-size sheets. I also have this silver one I thought I could utilize, and then I have some today's that we're gonna put together, and you'll see kind of what those are for. But let's go ahead and just like hop into this and get started. So right now I want to start off with my main 3 dashboards and the papers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you guys out, and you guys are going to be able to see my mess, but that's okay because there's nothing we can do about that right now. So I'm going to see if I can show you guys. So these are like the papers here, and then let's see, there's this page, and this page. So it goes like that. So there's these. And these are like the papers that I am working with. So we're going to start with the front side of your dashboard. So this is the side that does not have the little like Foxy label. It's the one that's going to fit your notebook and you're going to open. So it's going to be like the front view. So this is going to be my very first page. I think for the first page, I really like this one. Okay. And I really like this one. Okay, so we're going to use this one. And what's good about these, they're double-sided, which is great because then it shows like the, when you put it in, it can show both sides to it. For this one, I do want to kind of like decorate a little bit, and let's pull all these out. And then let's pull out all the stuff that I have in here. And this is like the 1407 kit that I'm basing pretty much all of this on. We're going to make that later. I don't think I can make it now. There are these stickers. I'm going to use all of this. I'm so excited. These, I don't know if I can use them because they're shorter, but we'll see. And then there's the back page of this guy. So what I'm going to do, let's see here. I kind of want to put something like this on there, but I don't think that like really goes with, well, I don't know, that's actually really cute now that I'm like looking at it. I wish this kit, the only thing I do wish this kit had was a little bit more of the like ephemera, I guess, that other kits have, or like other monthly subs have. I think it would just be really pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this silver sheet here, and we're going to cut it so that it fits this guy. And I know the corners aren't, ooh, should I curve these corners or no? No, I kind of like it like this. I know this is probably going to bother some of you guys. So, and then the other thing that I do have is like this roller, which has sticky stuff on it, or it's like a tape runner. I like did not do that correctly. And I'm just going to slightly offset this. And because I'm offsetting this, this is very like scrapbook-esque, I feel like. I'm going to grab this guy, pop this off to the side, and then I'm just going to trim this. And what I think is I'm going to have enough of the other side of this to still use. And let's see. That's like perfect. And then let's cut this part off. Okay. So I cut this part just a tad bit short, but the great thing about my tape runner is it's removable, like the sticky part is removable. So again, I'm just gonna center this part up a little bit. And then this was like a trick that I learned from scrapbooking. So you take your dashboard part and you like line this up with where you want it, which I think I'm just gonna like lay it like right in the center, which this is like adorable. And then I'm going to take this, ooh, do I take the blue? Yeah, let's take the blue. And I'm going to just slice this, and then I'm going to layer. So this is where you start off with one in the middle. You stick this on where you want it. And I want my project life card to be straight so that the other part is like slightly turned, if that makes sense. So you're gonna have this like illusion going on. And then from here, I'm going to take this piece of washi, stick it under the project life card as best as I can. Start it there and then run it across. So see how it kind of like looks like it's like holding through multiple layers? This is like, life. love it. The other side, I'm just going to run through the whole thing. And this is like what my passion, I guess, like this is what I used to like really enjoy doing. And I stopped because it just took too much time. But I'm like really glad like this is kind of like helping me get back into it almost. Oh, it's just so nice, so nice. And because this whole thing is kind of like very silvery, I guess I'll just keep it like this. And then we're gonna go ahead and stick this in. So I can show you guys what that looks like. And then I'm just gonna keep the other sides like very simple. So there's that, and voila! I did make the sizing just a tad bit shorter for the paper so that the middle part is not covered. I did it right up to the sleeve. So there is that, and the measurements I will link down below. So the other side, let's see, of this one, and I made just enough to do. I'm going to save that one. I think I wanted that one. Let's see. Yeah, I think this, oh no. I think this is how we're going to do this. Okay, yeah. So we're going to put this guy right in the other side, and I don't necessarily think I can put, or I want to put anything on this side. I mean, maybe. Let's see. Ooh, yes. Yes. Okay, so what you guys are seeing me do here is a piece of washi. And this is, again, from Simply Gilded. And I just line it up at the top. And I layer it down, and I cut off the excess underneath, like, all of this stuff. I'm surprised I can find anything on this desk. If you guys could see this, this is, like, worse than my plan with me's. But a lot of people have asked me to do kind of more of, like, an in-depth one of a setup. I know, who is it? The Rachel from the Rachmark has a very quick like setup video, which I enjoyed watching because it definitely showed me like how she likes to do things, and it was nice for me to see that. This one I'm gonna try to do quickly, but we will see. There are parts I'm probably going to speed up, and there are probably parts that I'm going to slow down, so that way you guys can kind of make stuff with me if you guys want to, and all of that. So yeah, I just cut off the washi, and I'm just going to stick that there, and I love it. It gives me a nice chance to like use the washi as well. And then, let's see, do I want to add anything over here? Nah. And then this is like a good place to like layer your, whatchamacallits, layer like different things. If you guys had like the ephemera for it, and yeah, I don't want to use a half box or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this into my sleeve. I'm so excited for all of this. Okay, so there is my first dashboard, and that is what that looks like. The other couple of dashboards I'm definitely going to keep a little bit more simpler. I think the first page is the biggest one that I like to like start off with a bang. So let's go ahead and pull out some of these guys. So I want to use this page for the back, which is going to look like that. And then this page I'm going to use, so let's use this page, this one. And I'm going to use the, is that one exactly what I have for that one? I did, I think. No. Okay, yeah, we're going to use this like purple sheet. No, but I love these stars. Oh my gosh, guys. What do I do? Nope, I'm using the stars. I like them too much. Okay, so this one I'm going to keep very simple. Reason why. I'm actually going to make a shaker that's going to attach to the front of this dashboard. So I'm going to make this shaker, wait, come on paper. And I'm going to paper clip it to this, to the top part of this, I think. Or, you know what I could do? See, like, how pretty would that be for, like, this to be a shaker, and then me just, like, attach it with a paper clip, and it would look like wherever I can find a paper clip at. Here we go. Like, guys, you're about to die. Like, oh, and then that's, like, a shaker. Oh, my gosh, guys, I'm already, like, in love. So, there's that. I'm going to just clip that on there, so I know that that's going to be there, and then this is the second dashboard. Third dashboard. So their dashboard is where I'm going to use these papers, and this is where I'm going to add a little bit more of the purple color into the spread, or into my Foxy. And you know what though, like normally I would be very like color coordinating with my Foxys, but since I only have one of the size, I can't do that, and it's kind of sad. But yeah. Okay, so those are all my dashboards. Bum ba da dum. I cannot wait to stick these bad boys in there. This is gonna be the first page, this is gonna be the second, this is gonna be the third, and it's gonna look like that, and it's gonna be beautiful. I already like love this. So there is this guy. Okay, now that we're gonna put these away, we're gonna put those to the side. Let's make a bookmark, and we're gonna have a couple of these. So, guys, like, can we tell you like how perfect these are for my life? Or, how tall are these? Okay, so these are going to be needed to be trimmed down just a slight bit, but I do want this guy like as like one of my first pages inside this journal. How do I want to do this? I don't want to necessarily like cover up. Let's see. Okay, I definitely know I want to use this guy, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to just trim off the top part. I'm not even going to really measure, just because it'll be fine if it's not 1000% perfect, which I can't believe I'm the one who's saying that, but I am. And let's put it on the back of this guy, because I think the back of this one is kind of boring. So okay, it's going to look like that, but I'm going to fix this up just a tad bit. I'm going to push it all the way over. It's so pretty. And it looks like it's like layered. I'm dying, guys. Dying. Okay, so there is that one. And that was like one of the little like bookmarks that came in it. So there's that. Now I really want to use this one, but like I don't know how to incorporate it into this. I'm like thinking about making this into a bookmark. Okay, so let's try that idea. So we're gonna make this into a bookmark. The way that I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna trim off the bottom portion. So let's see, let's pull open this guy. So this is like the normal length. So I'm gonna just cut that part off there. So that's what that looks like. Then from here, I am going to stick down a today. And I really wanted to use this guy. And thank God I had like the white around it, or I don't think you would have been able to see any of that. And that's what those were for. They were basically so that way I could see what font to use. Because this is so thin, I wanted something a little thicker. I'm going to put it like right over this guy. Trying to see if that's like centered, which I don't think it is. Ooh. This like T is like really hard to maneuver right now, guys. Like, do you see that? Nope, I cannot stick that thing down first. Stick this down. Let's scoot that over just a tiny bit. Get it a little straighter. I feel like the hardest part of this entire thing is putting down the sticker, and this is like, sticker should be like the easiest part of this whole thing. Okay, so there is my today. I believe that is straight, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm actually just gonna cut around the top part of this. So let's see, how do I want to, let's kind of like, yeah, let's dip down there. And I'm like debating, I do want to cut this like much skinnier than what it is, because it is going to be a bookmark, so why not make it skinnier, right? Okay, so there is that, and I am still loving it. I'm gonna actually fix this then, since I'm going down, and just push that down. See, and basically all I'm doing is kind of making the like waves to make it look like the words were already like on here and like the machine cut around the words. Does that make like any sense? Probably not. Anyways, what I'm doing is just like going around and cutting around the words like so. So that way it kind of looks nice. And then I'm going to actually probably laminate this. So there's my bookmark, and should we make this into like a shaker bookmark? Is that going to be too fat? I kind of feel like it'd be too fat. Yep, I think so. Okay, so this is going to be the bookmark, and I'm going to go ahead and just leave it like this. I'm like really thinking about making this into a shaker though, guys. Like with these, maybe? Okay. Okay, I've decided we're going to do it. Because why not? We're already here. So basically what you do for a shaker is you're going to take your your page protector, and you're going to stick this right where you want it, which is going to be here. Then from here, you're going to, what should we call it? You're going to use your fuse tool and fuse this top part and leave the, fuse the side and leave the top part open. So this is how you're going to do that. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to basically just push this right up to the edge of where you want it. And this one is really nice because it kind of like sticks to like exactly where you put it. Just make sure you don't push down too hard, because then one side of your page protector, like the first layer of your page protector, will start to bubble, and that won't be great. So I do have the round tip on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can zoom you guys in for this part too. But this little like round, okay camera, no, it's not gonna focus. No, it's gonna focus down here. Yep. Okay, anyways, it's like the little round part just to make the stitching look the same. And you're going to take this and you're just going to drag it along. And you're just going to want to make sure that it didn't skip anywhere. It got everything nice and tight. I'm probably going to do this bottom part a little bit more. And then, so this part is going to be the trickiest, which is the top part. But I'm just going to go a little over the edge so that way I have that. And I just like to like redo it. Okay, perfect. So there's that. For your fuse tool, you do want to like plug it in pretty early, or it won't it won't do very well. It won't get like hot enough or something. So let's take our page protector and give it a nice cut. And then that way you can just like toss that on the trash, and there is basically your bookmark. I'm going to take this part and chop this part off as well, and I will like trim this much better, I think, once I have everything in it. Yeah, because it still definitely needs to be cut just a tiny bit more on the side, but I don't want to do anything too drastic yet. So now, okay, now that you have like your top part open, this is where you're going to stick your stuff in. Stick your stuff in, and I'm just going to throw this whole thing in there because I think it'll be super pretty in this one. Yes. I feel like this is like so creative. Like I feel like I haven't been this creative in like forever. So there's that. You can even put some glitter in there, but I'm just going to stick to these like giant stars, and let's see if I can like get it to actually be like a shaker and like shake them all out. Yeah! Actually, I think this might be too much. They look like they're like all clumping right there. Yeah, it definitely feels like just a tiny bit too much. So let's try that then. No, but then that looks so tiny. I wonder why. Okay. I'm like talking to myself too. Okay. Or not. Okay, I just threw like all of that out. And see how like this side didn't like fuse all the way? So that's what you're going to go back and like fix. I'm just gonna like drop these guys in here, and like hopefully they won't be like stupid and clump up again. Maybe I won't put like as many as I thought, because it seems to be doing like much better when they're like not a huge amount. Okay, so that's perfect. I'm just gonna push that off to the side. That's what that bad boy looks like, and we're gonna fuse the top and get this going. So for this top part, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to trace along this like today, and it's not going to be perfect, and don't press too hard because you can cut through the laminate like I just did. yeah, we're learning this all together. And I think it is much easier to roll the paper than roll this guy. Roll the actual like fuse tool, because I hope that really sealed though. I hope that like sealed the side, because that would suck if this thing like came open, which I think it might. I don't think there's enough like laminate. Okay, let's try this. We're gonna see if I can fix this, guys. Okay, so basically what I did was I'm gonna trim around this. Definitely make this like a lot neater looking. Yay, I fixed it. Let me trim off this side over here because it's gonna bother me. I'm probably not using like the best scissors to do anything, but it's fine. So there is my shaker bookmark. And so basically what you do is you take this part and you can like stick it in, and you'll know that that's your today part because it's your today section. So there is that. That took way too long, but I basically did like a quick demonstration on how to make your shaker. So we're gonna put that off to the side. Next, we're gonna use these bad boys and make some shakers as well. So let's see here. Let's pull out these, and then I'm gonna pull out, I wanted to try to make like a pocket, but I'm not like 1000% sure on how I can make those. So let's see. Okay, if we use one of these large guys, you take this adorable little guy. I'm gonna take the rest of my like page protector that I cut off, and I'm gonna stick this guy. And I don't want to put him anywhere near this like white edge because that's gonna show. So I'm just gonna stick him like right there, and that way I can just like cut around. Remember to leave one side open because you do definitely want. What is the back of this? Okay. You definitely do want that space to put your glitter and stuff in your sequins. So make sure it's like pushed up against a side 100%. And then that's where you're gonna take your ruler. And I'm gonna do it like, I'm gonna leave the bottom side open. Let's do that because I think that would be the easiest way to get that done. And then let's see here, we're going to put this guy right there. And then leave this side open, and then that's pretty much good. So, okay, this one works like a lot easier. Because I think it's just because it's like a plain square. I don't know, it was just a lot easier to do this side for some reason. And this, I cut this like, or I like fused it very crooked. Oh no, I didn't. I don't know. It just felt crooked when I was cutting it with my little thing. So there is this guy, and I love doing this. Oh my god, it's so much fun. Okay, so I'm going to take the glitter that came in the kit, and we're going to pop that open. And oh my gosh, there's like already glitter on me. I'm going to put like one of the openings into the top of the thing. And this is nice because it shows me like holes too, because like obviously this side just like ripped open. And I think it's because I need to fuse it back together. Maybe I should fuse that before I add this back in. So I'm going to go back through and like just run that side one more time because obviously it did not close properly. And that happens. If it does happen to you guys, just know that it happens to the best of us. Which I'm not by any means saying that I'm the best of anything, because obviously I'm not. I'm failing hardcore, guys. But that is okay. I can be the guinea pig. So let's go ahead and pop this guy open. And then just start dumping in the sequins. And I'm not going to put like a huge amount. We'll put that much and then see what it looks like. Let's see. Do I want more than that? I kind of want a little more than that. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I'm really debating if I should put like, oh, that's good. That's a lot. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, I like that. Oh, there's Okay, that's definitely fine. And then I'm gonna add some of these little stars in here, so that way it can be on both sides, and then that way it'll like kind of match the other. And I'm not gonna put like a whole bunch, but just enough. Oh, I'm so loving this. I'm so loving doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and fuse the other side. And I'm not even going to use the ruler. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to run it back and forth. And then I'm going to run it on the other side. But that should be like perfect. Let's like let it heat up a little bit and then see if I can like shake this around. Is any part going to like open or break? Nope, I think everything's like fused together pretty well. I'm going to just make sure I get all the edges nice and clean. And then I'm going to chop off the top part of this. Okay, so here's my shaker. I am loving that. That is like adorable. And it definitely like shakes on both sides. So either way I have it, it's like there and it's just so cute. It's kind of hard to read everything because of how much shaker stuff I put in it, but no regrets. So there's our shaker. Guys, so now we are at the final part and we are going to put everything together. So I'm going to use these dividers, I think. So let's go ahead and just pull all the stuff that we made. And I did make an extra divider while I was letting my camera cool. And I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with that one. So we're going to put this off to the side, and then we're going to pull this guy off to the side. So let's start with the first one, which is this, my blank Midori planner. This is the one that I use like all the time for everything. And this is the book that I'm going to put with it. So basically what I'm just going to do is I'm going to cover it, and I know you can kind of see the yellow, but that is fine because there's nothing I can do about it. The Midori planner is slightly bigger or larger than the divider itself, but maybe I should just like not use this setup and use a different setup for this week. I don't know, because it is just like extremely big, and maybe I can just keep this on my desk and use like another little one. I don't know what I want to do, guys. What do I do? Because I definitely did want to like use this. How much does that bother me? It bothers me a lot. But what I can do is I can put washi along the edges. Yes. So that way it'll like kind of fix that problem. Because washi comes off, which is like the best part about washi. Okay, so this is my book covered, and then let's see what it looks like. Oh no, yeah, look how 1,000 times better that looks, even though it like isn't perfect. It's like 1,000 times better already in itself. I'm going to go ahead and use like the big silver binder clip to attach this one, and we're gonna just attach it right up at the very front, like so. There. Oh, it's so nice. So then I'm going to stick that guy in the first little string. Okay, so there's that one, and I'm okay. Like, see, it doesn't even like matter that it's like kind of big for the divider, because the washi kind of like makes it look nice, right? Like you can't even tell that that's a notebook in there. I'm just like it worked out. So these are my new inserts, and again, I'm gonna have a video on this before you guys see this anyway, so you guys are gonna know what these are. But this is where I wanted this guy or this guy. Let's put this one with, and see, these are kind of tall too. Oh, so actually I'm going to take this one and trim these down though, because they can be trimmed down. So I'm going to go trim these down and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and trimmed this portion. It's not 1,000 times perfect. So what I might do is just replace it with this one, which this one I think would fit it a little better. So I don't know which I want to do. Do I want to stick it in this one? Yeah, let's just go ahead and stick it in this one. So we're going to stick this guy right in the center and keep it like so. And I do really like this though, because this is going to be what I'm going to be using. This is where I'm going to stick this today bookmark, because it is for my today section. And then, let's see, how else do I want to do this? It actually isn't that bad either. I thought it was going to be like way worse, but it's all good. Entire thing, I love the way that it turned out. So we have the charm here, and then we're going to have the divider with the clip. Let's go through. We have the back page, which I am going to put a paper clip right here, I believe. Then we have our shaker here that we made with the bow paper clip. Then we have our Today shaker as well. We have the May divider, which isn't again perfect, but it works for the occasion. I have a pocket here, which I think I'm gonna put a little piece of like washi or something in. I have this guy. I have that is like holding the covers together, which actually I probably should keep open because of this page. Okay, so now that I'm like rethinking some stuff, I'm gonna keep this actually, and I'm gonna put, let's switch these out. I think that might be actually a little better. That way, yeah, I think that actually works a little better. So then that's there, and then this can be open, and then I don't really care about this one. So that works out. And then to cover up this guy, we're gonna stick this in here, like so. I'm gonna put this right there. Oh, that looks so nice. And then I'm gonna put this guy up at the top, so that way it can be like kind of covered, and oh, it's so perfect. So there's that one. Then I pulled out this one, which has like my notes in it, and then there's this like extra little page with the vellum, which I'm kind of thinking I want like the vellum maybe around both of these. Wait, okay. So even though it is a little shorter, I think it still looks super nice. It has a little page of vellum, and then my notebook there, and then it has the back page with the vellum there, which maybe I should put the vellum through this one. No, I can't, because this is going to go through that one. Okay, perfect. So this is my entire setup. I hope you guys enjoyed this extremely long video. I again apologize that it was extremely long, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!